Yo, what's going on with y'all? It's your boy NeoXO coming back at y'all with another Black Clover video. And in today's video, I'm going to be discussing Black Clover chapter 324 spoilers. Now, for those of you who do not want to be spoiled for Black Clover chapter 324, I suggest you click off of this video. And for those who want to have a discussion about this chapter, be sure to leave a like on the video, comment, and subscribe for more Black Clover content. Now, this chapter starts off with Zora and LUCIFERO exchanging heavy blows. So Zora basically uses his trap magic and it kind of repels LUCIFERO a little bit, just enough for LUCIFERO to not hit Asta and kill him. Essentially, we've seen everybody's putting their lives on the line for Asta because he is the key to defeating LUCIFERO. He's the only one shown so far that has damaged LUCIFERO sustainably. I mean, we've seen him cut off a piece of LUCIFERO's horn. Other than that, everyone else who tries to fight LUCIFERO, they don't do any damage that actually stays with him. He just recovers so fast that nothing even affects him. So after Zora exchanges hits, then we have Yami and Noct taking over. Yami basically tells Zora, he's like, good job. And then Noct and Yami have a great moment. This whole chapter is just fan service for Noct and Yami fans. I mean, I really enjoyed this chapter because it's just high intensity, high octane movements, fluid battles, and the choreography in this battle is really good in the manga. So imagine when this is animated, like it'll be one of those moments where it's like top 10 worthy for sure. I mean, this is on par almost, I want to say, with Yami and Asta teaming up, because maybe not emotionally, but like choreography wise, this is a really good fight. I feel like, I mean, if you look at the panels, the way Tabata drew the panels, it has Yami kind of floating from panels, connecting them together, and not by like borders or anything. It just looks really fluid. I mean, your eyes when you're reading this chapter kind of flow in a really cool way. So Yami and Noct start to face off against LUCIFERO, and it seems like LUCIFERO's attack hits one of Noct's devils, but you know, Noct has multiple devils, so he goes into devil union mode in this chapter, and it's really cool. Like it's some devil union modes that we never really seen, you know. So it's just really cool to see like new forms, because recently, I'm gonna take it back a little bit. Recently, he premiered a new form and he got like taken out immediately. So it seems like Noct has a lot of it up his sleeve still. And combining that with Yami, we have combination magic with dark magic and shadow magic. So that's really cool, because shadow magic and dark magic seem like a perfect fit. I mean, everything was laid out for this to happen. I mean, Yami has Noct on his squad. They both have kind of ominous magic. I mean, both of these magics are really ominous. And now we're seeing in this chapter combination magic from Yami and Noct. Now, we do get a lot of choreography. I mean, this chapter is very battle heavy. We see Yami using slashes with the new sword that he got from William, the World Tree Magic X Dark Magic. So that's really cool. So this is like a couple different combination of magic. We got World Tree Magic X Dark Magic, and we got Dark Magic X Shadow Magic. Like, that's really cool. So we see some new attacks going on. We see this really cool attack, and I never even got to the best part of the chapter, guys. Y'all gotta stay to the end of the video, bro. I never even got to the best part of the chapter. We know Tabata left it off with a cliffhanger, but that's fine, because this one right here, clean. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. So we see really cool spells between Noct and Yami. My favorite one that I seen was like they kind of used the shadow magic and dark magic to make doppelgangers of Noct and Yami, and they basically all go at LUCIFERO, and I believe it's roughly translated to like children's playground or kids playground. So that's pretty cool. It's basically saying, in the same sense how Yami and Asta were kind of blissful whenever they were fighting against Dante, like they really had no worries. Their mind kind of was just enjoying the battle. So it's kind of a similar thing here. That means they're basically really good at teaming up, like Noct and Yami. It feels like they've done this a million times, and who knows, they might have done this a bunch, because last chapter we got a lot of their character dynamics with each other. So in this chapter, it's kind of paid off a lot. So I appreciate that last chapter from last week a lot more now that we're getting these two fighting and using combination magic and just using it so fluently and eloquently. It's really good to see. Now in this chapter, we also I'm gonna get to the crazy stuff, because we ain't even to the super crazy stuff. We see Adramelech. He's basically kind of narrating in his own way. You know how he is. We have like a really good idea of his character now. He's just sitting back and watching, because LUCIFERO is actually getting attacked. You know, LUCIFERO looks down at his arm and he sees a mark, and that's when he's like, no, we're not doing this. And he has a new form. This man come out with a new form. I'm telling y'all, this form is so clean. I'm gonna try to put a panel on the screen. This form is so clean. I like it. I mean, but that's the thing about Tabata. I feel like, for me personally, you know, it's open discussion. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But what I think personally, I always did like whenever Tabata comes up with new transformations for his characters, because let's put aside the strength level of the design. Visually speaking, Tabata has really good character designs for his transformations. Think about it, guys. Asta Devil Union mode, visually, that is an amazing form to look at. Like, this is just a really cool form. I mean, it has the black contrasted with the red. I mean, here we have LUCIFERO. He's grown kind of like some horns on his shoulders. I mean, that's the best way I could put it. I mean, some people might say spikes. You know, I could definitely call it some spikes. But he's grown spikes. He's grown more of the devil mana that Zagrid, I want to say Zagrid premiered it. Cause Zagrid kind of his I guess you could say his outfit, his aesthetic was like a very ominous black shadowy type of thing. I don't want to call it shadows, because, you know, Noct has shadows, but this is like a aura. It's like a devil aura that kind of engulfs LUCIFERO's body a little bit, and it seems like it's going to be expanding, because I don't think this is his final form. So this form right here is, I would say, maybe a 60% form, 70% form. I'm not really sure, because we do get left on a cliffhanger, but this form looks like they're not gonna be able to do much against it, because let's be honest, they weren't doing it a lot to begin with. Because LUCIFERO is so much more powerful than everybody there. He's more powerful than Asta. He's more powerful than Yami. But working together, they have done some damage, like we've seen a couple times. Because Yami and Noct look like they did some damage on his arm, and that's what caused LUCIFERO to want to up his game. So he's gonna be fighting. Basically, they're having a fight to the death right now. That's what it seems like. And I do think Yami is going to, I don't know, I feel like Yami could win, because in my opinion, Yami is undefeated. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, Yami a GOAT, bro. He don't just be losing to people, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm being like I don't know, I'm being like a little extra, I guess, by saying that, but at the same time, I rock with Yami, so I'm gonna rock with Yami. I'm gonna leave it at that. Now, I want to touch on this a little bit. We get some dialogue in this chapter from LUCIFERO, and I'm gonna leave off the video with this. I'm gonna come out with a review soon, so y'all subscribe for that. But some dialogue from LUCIFERO. He basically says something along the lines roughly translated to, "I'll give you that. That's why I'll kill you all without fail. You and your parents and your friends and your neighbors, every single human, without remorse." And it seems like that's when he ends up going into his new form and debuting this form. And this form does not look like anything to play with, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see this form coming up in combat. And other than that, we just going to have to wait and see for Black Clover to drop some more heat. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. As always, it's been your boy NeoXO, and I'm out.